Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling Podcast. Oh, hello.
Ooh, spooky.
Spooky. Betsy.
Marcy.
How are you?
Doing pretty good, doing pretty good.
Love it.
Hanging out. So pumped it's
chilling.
spooky season.
I know. God. It's also like the weather's been nice in LA.
It's been pretty awesome. I like keeping let's keep it up, LA. Come on. It's pretty nice. Like a little crisp. I went on a hike last week and it was like, it was certainly warm. It was certainly hot. But the wind, there was like a little breeze that was like, this is a crispy fall breeze,
You were like, let me get an apple cider donut.
Apple cider donut. Give me apple cider. Pumpkin spice everything.
Oh.
Apple cider everything. I'm not a big cider head, but Elvira has one, and I think I got it. Like she branded with the company. I was like, I think I have to buy it just 'cause.
You gotta try it. And if you don't like it, you just
cider.
Does it have big old titties on the bottle?
I bet. I think so. Yeah, yeah.
God bless her.
She rules.
She's the coolest.
She rules.
She's cool. Sorry, I'm drinking Coke, Cherry Coke Zero, so I'm gonna be burping everybody. I apologize.
I'm drinking Red Bull.
Hell yeah, we're getting revved up. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw the call out to our listeners. Please send us more stories. It's that time of year where you should be asking people about their stories.
Hearing stories.
Living
stories.
Getting haunted and possessed.
Come on.
Please send us some news stories to funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. Can I put that? I think I can put that in the, let's see. Do I know how to? I think I can do this. Look.
Whoa.
Send your stories to funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Dude, that's good.
Yeah.
We're fucking fancy,
I do stuff.
Man.
You know what? I should also say, we have a new producer now.
Yeah,
so,
Becky.
Becky. We need to probably change our outro so we can include Becky. But Becky rules.
Yes.
And it's just so nice. Look, I don't know what happens with the green screens, but it's exciting. And so we're doing new stuff. Please send us news stories. Becky is organizing them. So she's getting us, she's bringing us, and it's,
thank you, Becky,
bring us to the future.
Your service.
Becky, oh my God, it's such a, for me, what a relief.
Good.
But send us your stories, funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. And we need some more.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking for.
Come on, we know you're all experiencing weird shit. Tell us about it
all the time.
Tell us about it.
You nasty little thing.
Has anything spooky happened to you, Marcy?
Well, I was going to ask because a tiny little thing. I was so I have another podcast with Nicole Byer, 90 Day Bay. What's my bangs
Check
doing?
it
What's
out.
my bangs
Check it
doing?
out, everyone.
Check it out. And we started doing video over there, and so we also have once a month we do a bonus episode. And when we were recording yesterday or 2 days ago, she had orbs flying around. And I was like,
what?
Nicole, you have orbs flying all around. She's like, oh, it's my mom.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
That's so
and I was
nice.
Tell her I said hey. She's like, hey. Marcy says hey.
That's so
But
funny.
people, other people saw them too, which was really cool. So I don't know. That's not spooky per se.
Nice.
Cat in the screen. But it was nice. And she's like, yeah, my mom's around a lot right now. Or maybe just has been around a lot. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool. Yeah. It's not spooky, like I said, but you know, spooky adjacent.
Yeah, that's great.
I got a cat. You want to see the cat?
Let's see this cat. Prove it. Oh, mama.
She doesn't like to be held, just so you know, guys. She likes to get in my lap and up. Anything spooky with you?
No, not really. No.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're getting amped, getting ready. Getting ready for all the stuff.
We'll be doing some spooky stuff. Also, I think we have a TikTok now. I should put that somewhere.
Yeah, we have a TikTok now.
Because we're going to be doing... you and I will do maybe like 1 or 2 spooky things, and we'll maybe try to put it up there.
Hey, great. So, yeah.
I don't know. We're doing stuff, guys.
We're trying. We're trying.
And this week I'm doing something a little different because, well, one, we need you guys to send more stories. We're not at 0 yet.
Yeah, we're not at 0, but send them in.
Send us in. Tell your friends. That way we have more people checking. Like,
even if they don't listen, just be like, here, write out your story and fucking email it. You could even be like, you could even say like, I think Marcy and Betsy fucking suck, but here's my story. We don't care.
Or pick one of us. Say one is good, one is bad.
We'll see what's up.
We'll see what's up. Don't tell us in the audio, but...
Yeah, don't know.
Because if you do, I'm releasing your email.
To the world.
To the world. But yeah, send it to us. But so I ran across... I know you don't TikTok much, but I ran across...
I'm not on it.
Unless I like download it and send something dumb to you.
There have been so many times where people said, I'm like, I can't open it. Is it worth it? It's okay if it's not.
I will download them if I want you to see them. So
I appreciate it.
But I ran across one, and I honestly should have done research on it because I kind of don't know what they're talking about, and you'll see what I'm saying. So I'm gonna do. There's like an original TikTok video, and then there's a follow up, and then we can discuss.
Ooh,
how about that?
Okay. Oh, I'm excited.
This is good incentive for people to be watching us on Spotify. But there's not a lot of it's fine if you just have the audio too. Okay? All right. Just a 911 call. Setting it up.
Henry County 911. What's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53 East. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road? What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road, it's in my truck. In the bed.
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed lights for my truck and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
According to the CAD notes and the deputy reports, this thing jumped into the back of his pickup truck and began to actually beat on the top of the cab of his truck. You could actually hear something beating on the top of the truck. The caller stated that it was beating and scratching on the top of the cab of his truck. He actually stated that he was able to engage his bed light and was able to somewhat identify this object that was in the back of his truck. At some point, he was able to slam on his brakes, and the force of inertia actually threw this thing out over his hood and onto the highway, where this thing stood up in the roadway, made its way to the wood line, and disappeared in the woods.
What?
Is that
also, you totally
fucked
don't need the video, everybody. If you're
no,
like, dang
not
it.
for this. Because
What?
so this guy was just driving, saw. So in this one, did it say that he saw a man
Who looked like he was covered in blood or something?
Yes, saw a man look like he was covered in blood. So this is a real thing, and someone found the guy. Would you like to see the follow-up?
Yes, of course, we got to.
Okay, so
what the fuck? Ooh, creepy, dude.
Do y'all remember the
even
audio
if it's a
of
prank,
the guy that was
like,
screaming in North
sorry,
Carolina?
hold on. Sorry, what were you
I was
saying?
gonna say, even if it's a prank, it's well done, but it feels so real.
It feels so real. Okay, so here's the follow-up. This is another TikTok.
There's something in the bed of my truck. It's not human. It's not human. Well, someone interviewed him, and I found the interview. I'm going to play some clips for you guys here.
The 911 call a couple of months ago, actually. And it's been a little bit of a challenge to get the sheriff's schedule, my schedule, and finally now we've got your schedule all worked out so that we can talk to you and get you to tell your story. Obviously, we're not going to share your name or your face. Totally understand that. But after talking with you, clearly your voice is the voice that's on that 911 call. So if you would, just start wherever you want to. We want to hear the whole story. Take as much time as you need.
I guess I'll start from the beginning of the trip. I was coming up from Florida to visit my family. At the time, I was going to a trade school down there, and when I was driving up here to where the incident occurred by the battlefield, it was already easily like well into the morning. I wasn't looking at my phone. I just know it was pitch black outside, and it was pitch black. I couldn't see the moon, stars, nothing, just barely the road through my headlights. And I had my window down because the AC wasn't working the best. And as I was coming around, there's a massive right curve right there before you cross the Black River, and then after that you have the battlefield. So on that massive black curve, as I'm coming around, I had just started the curve, and I was about a third of the way through it, and I look over into the ditch on my right because I caught a quick glimpse of something, and as I take a further look, it looks like there's I'd say probably a 30-something-year-old man standing in that ditch wearing what looks like an old Civil War uniform, just covered head to toe in blood. And the uniform was torn as well. That threw me off because I didn't expect to see it at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm calling 911 after I see him to report that, because for all I know, it could have just been a normal guy that was injured and needed emergency help. It looked like what had happened is he hit his head on something, and the blood was just pooling down over his face and torso. And well, as I was calling, everything seemed perfectly normal. Just quick phone call to 911, let them know, hey, there's a guy out here, and try to find somewhere safe to park so that way I can take them to him. Well, as you know from the 911 call, right as soon as I reported that, I already had my window up at that point. All of a sudden, I heard a massive bang on my truck, and my truck bounced down from the rear, like I was pulling a heavy trailer and I hit a pothole.
Wow.
And so I'm sitting there going, what the hell was that? Which I'm pretty sure you heard me yell, what the hell? I turned on my my bed light, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and all I saw was this white, like snow white face right up against my rear windshield, like it was looking into my truck trying to see what it could see. It had shallow sunken eyes. It had no nose. Just think if you took skin and put it on a human skull and stretched it thin. Ooh. Couldn't see any ears, just bad. And immediately I just started screaming. I didn't realize until afterwards that I had said that's not human on the call, because it was just the first thing I started screaming, because I was terrified. I didn't have my firearm with me, nothing. All I had was a wood splitting axe. So that's all I had.
That's pretty good.
So
yeah.
And my truck is loud as is, and it picks up speed fairly easily. Well, my truck at the time. It had a gas-powered 6-liter V8 Vortec on it.
Ooh,
and
baby.
it was a proper dual
yeah,
exhaust,
my
hence
man.
why I had the window up, because that truck is nice and loud. Okay. Well, I'm doing in between like 55, 60 miles an hour when this happens, and I just stomped on the gas for a second. When I looked at the speedometer before I slammed on my brakes, I was doing maybe 80. And I slammed on those brakes with all my might, and I went from like 80 miles an hour down to like 35 in just like a couple of seconds. And all I see is this super scrawny long body just fly over my truck in a ball rolling. And as I then swerve to the left and get back in the travel lane, and I floor it. And as I'm swerving to the left, I see it stand up, and it is easily taller than that truck.
No way.
I'm 5'10". The truck is about 2 inches taller than I am. And this thing was easily like maybe 7 feet.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I can hear it in his voice that he's telling the truth. You can tell he's still shaken up over this incident. I have tried to find pictures of his truck because he goes on to say that there are scratch marks in the hood of his truck. I have been unable to locate those. So if I get any more information, I will add that on later. And if you have not heard the audio, just click on that pinned comment from earlier and it'll take you to the original video with the audio.
All right.
Wow.
Right?
What? The battlefield of it all is like, whoa.
I don't know how to stop sharing sometimes. So this
You're
is
doing great.
This is a bit of sometimes I have to press something else? I don't even know. How about this?
How'd you start? Yeah, nice. You did it.
Yeah.
Wait, how'd that happen? I
This,
want to make it clap.
I can't make it clap. Toot. Now,
Did
we were joking that man, he's not 5'10". He's lying. But you know what's so funny? What added validity to the story for me is how much he loves his truck and how much like that part. I was like, he's focusing on the wrong
Yes,
parts. He's like,
that
I
made
got
me
a
laugh.
V8 engine.
Really hard. Like, I can go fast in my truck. And it's
My
a
truck's
big truck, and I can
truck.
haul a lot in this truck.
Big truck, strong truck.
Whoa, how wild.
So people are calling it a rake, R-A-K-E, spelled like the tool.
Oh.
But I'd never heard of a rake before, and I think maybe it's a different term for, what did we call it? What was the pedestrian? The flesh pedestrians?
Those Fresno night
Skinwalker.
crawlers? Oh,
yeah. Or Wendigo.
Right.
Or, people are saying,
Right.
different areas have different nomenclature, but they're saying that this is like a creepy pasta origin. And the story is, the rake is a creature said to be about 6 feet tall with pale, smooth, hairless skin and long, sharp claws. Individual eyewitness accounts describe it as having a humanoid shape with a hunchback, dagger-like teeth, and glowing eyes. Some versions of the legend also suggest the rake can shapeshift. Others say it can read people's thoughts and communicate with them telepathically.
Whoa.
The origins of the rake legend are murky. There's no consensus on where or when the story first began. Some people believe the legend has its roots in ancient folklore, while others think it's a modern creation via the web. Whatever its origins, the rake has become a popular urban legend with countless people sharing stories and sightings of the creature worldwide. And that comes from clarabush.com, the rake urban legend.
The rake. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Neither have I. creepypasta.
I love creepypasta. Mono and I will read them and like judge them and be like, is this well written or not?
Is this well written or not? Does this 14-year-old know what they were doing or no?
Wow, Rake. That's wild. The description of pretty much like if you put skin over a skull is like, ew, that's really like a good description of that.
Yeah, I keep thinking of other reasons why that guy feels believable, and I think because of him giggling and laughing while like retelling the story, something about not trying to oversell it.
Yeah.
Like helps,
to truly just
even
be
if
like, it was crazy. I don't know. I didn't even realize I screamed it's not human until I heard that back.
Not human.
And I was like, that was all I could think. Like, yeah. Why?
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like we're hearing new and more interesting stories about things that I've never conceived of before.
Right. Yeah. And so do you think he saw a ghost before of the soldier in, the soldier with a wound on the battlefield, and then it just happens to be a place where a lot of like, maybe it's a vortex or something, and then this creature, or do you think the creature was the soldier?
I think it shape shifted to get his attention.
Oh, and then maybe knew he was caught, like, oh my God, I saw a bloody guy, and it's like, yes, I'm gonna get your truck.
Or could it be, Betsy, that the ghost was trying to warn him
of the rake? That could be.
Yeah. Really hard to know.
Yeah. Ooh,
I mean,
spooky.
it's impossible.
It's impossible. It's creepy-pastable. Ooh, a creepy-pastable fun.
Oh, that should
I'd
be
eat that.
What would you put in your creepy-pasta bowl?
Ooh, what's my favorite one? The little like, what's it called? Fusilli?
Fusilli, okay.
Fusilli. Oh, and then that fun like hot red sauce.
Ooh,
you know what I'm talking about.
Abarita?
Yes.
Oh, no. Is that it?
So.
I might have said it wrong.
And then, maybe meatballs and sausage. Spooky. What would your creepy pasta be?
That's fun. I guess a gnocchi that you could make look like a brain, possibly, with angel hair pasta around it.
What about those little ones that look like little worms that are really that they look pretty wormy, like little, like where you are a little like but then it's still so tasty.
I'm so bad at any Italian, so
Me
I
too,
hope people
man.
are like, they're getting it wrong.
Yeah. We hear a 911 call of like, I'm listening to two freaks getting pasta names wrong.
They're pissing me
They're
off.
not human.
They're not human.
Not
They're not
human.
Italian humans, at least. All right. Shall we move on to more?
Yes.
This is going to be, like we said, we need more stories. So I had some fun voice memos, luckily.
Yeah, we figured we're like, let's do an all audio one.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Hey, how about this? This is fun.
That's fun. We're having a good time.
I'm having a good one. Okay. I'm playing one now.
Yes.
I think.
Hello, Betsy and Marcy. My name is Leah, and I live in a small town outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma called Sand Springs. First, I wanted to just say how much I enjoy your podcast. I listen to it all the time, when I'm walking, when I'm at work. I'm currently behind on episodes, but I like to save them up and do what I call binge listening.
Yeah.
helps me get through my work deadlines. I'm a graphic designer, so it's nice to have something to listen to, and maybe I'm on a tight deadline and I'm stressed out. It helps me stay relaxed to listen to some spooky stories. Betsy, I love you on the show Ghosts. You are so funny. I love your character Nancy. She's a hoot.
Thank you.
And I love the sound of your voice. I know you have heard that a lot on this podcast, but you do have such a unique voice. It's just really fun to listen to. And Marcy, I really love your stories about your cat Mama.
She's in my lap.
So I'm gonna get into
not the other two. She'll like
two stories I have. They take place in the same town. So this happened many years ago. I want to say probably around 2014. I was in a long-term relationship, and the person I was dating lived in a town 15 minutes from where I live, in a town called Sepulpa. And his home was located near like the cemetery there. You could walk to it. And I would frequently take my dog Ruby to that cemetery to run around, to walk. Sounds really weird for me to say, but it was a nice cemetery, or it is, to just walk around. A lot of people would walk their dogs there and let them run, and just peaceful. Some of the oldest graves there are from the 1800s. Now, I just want to be clear. We were respectful of graves and everything. We clean up after our dogs, but it was a pretty old cemetery. So, anyways, the guy I was dating, his aunt and uncle lived right behind him, and they would frequently invite us over for dinner. They would cook out, and it was summertime, and maybe about 7 o'clock, and we were sitting in the backyard. We had just finished eating, and, we were talking and having a good time, and I looked over to my left, and I saw this man, and he was like transparent and kind of blue and opaque, looking, and glowy, but he had like this harsh blue outline, a little darker than maybe it's like a coloring book with a harsh line, but it was dark blue, like maybe electric blue and glowy. Wow. But you could definitely tell this was a man. And he was kind of older. He was kind of very slender. But it was like you couldn't see his whole body. You could see it's like someone took an eraser, and from the waist down, they had erased his legs. But when he walked, it was like you could see his head bobbing up and down, kind of like when someone's walking. Well, he walked through a wall into their house, disappeared into their home, kind of like on Ghosts when they walk through the wall, like that, towards the cemetery. And the guy I was dating, his aunt looked at me and she goes, "Did you just see that?" And I said, "Yes." I was like, "That just happened, right?" And she's like, "Yes, I saw what you saw. It was a man and he walked through the house." And she was like, "That actually happens quite a bit." Whoa. Like around here. I just assume it's because there's a cemetery. And so a few months later, I was leaving his house, and I walked out the back door, and I was on the deck, and I looked over at his neighbor's house, and there was this glowing girl, but she wasn't like a little girl. She was maybe 18 to 20, and she had on like a white, I hate to refer to it like this, but like a white granny gown, from the 1800s, maybe 1900s. It had ruffly stuff on it, and she had a bonnet on. It kind of reminds me of the little girl from Hocus Pocus in the beginning, like, I'm gonna suck your soul. Like, that's what they were doing, and back then, during that witch time, I don't know what you want to call it. It was like Emily. Her name's Emily from Hocus Pocus, so it was like that. And it freaked me out because she was very glowy and almost kind of vibratory looking. I don't know. Just the way it looked freaked me out. So I took off to my car and I left in a hurry. And I don't know, like, I told the person I was dating at the time, I told him about it, and he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I know I saw that. And I was like, it just was scary in a creepy way. I don't know. But come to find out, that neighborhood's located on a water table. So, like, there's water underground. They all had, like, old-time wells. Like, none of them used their well. They might, if it was operational, they would use it to water, like, plants or something. It was not like they were getting water out of there and drinking it. I mean, you could, because it came from a spring, but, yeah, so it was on a water table. And, like, water is very spiritually conductive. But anyways, I really love your podcast. I sent you a picture of my dogs, Ruby and Rocky. Cute. Ruby is the small little terrier. She's 14. And then Rocky is a basset hound boxer mix, and he is 2.
What?
I hope you enjoyed my story, and I hope you didn't shit your pants. Bye.
Wow. Classic.
Let me show you.
Ghost sightings.
Yes.
Yeah, let me see.
Here's these dogs. Do you see them?
No, not yet.
Why
but I do now.
Look
Cute.
at these dogs.
Really cute.
These are
I wanna pet
beautiful
them.
dogs.
They are so cute. Oh, really good. Wow.
Very good. Yeah.
Wow, you saw a nasty nightgown ghost. Ew.
Yeah. Also, there was something interesting going on with like lighting and color for both of these.
Yeah, really cool. They're like electric blue as like kind of an outline for that dude. I like the aunt being like, this happens all the time. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
You see that? I saw it too.
Yeah. It's the ultimate test of like when their nephew brings over a girl, a partner or whatever, and they're just like,
yeah.
If they lie and say they didn't see that, they're done. You don't want to be with them. Get out of there. Get out of there.
God break up.
God break up. Wow.
Yeah. If you went to someone's house for the first time and you saw something like that, how would you react? Like, what do you think your next point of order would be?
Oh my God. I feel I would just be like, what is that? I feel I would out loud be like, I just saw a dude walk through a wall. You all must have too, right?
Right.
I feel I would have to just be like, we all need to talk about this right now.
Right now.
What would you do?
Yeah. I think the same. I would get everyone's attention. I'd be like, stop praying.
Throw a glass on the ground and shatter it.
Yeah.
Stop your fucking praying.
I would splash water in the patriarch's face.
Yes, absolutely.
Shut up, I'd scream.
Shut up! You shut the fuck up!
I would scream, this is enough talking from you. Now it's me.
Listen to me now.
Now we're me talking.
Wow.
Yeah, don't withhold that.
No.
Thank God for Aunt being like, yep. That's a guy.
He does this all the time. Walking through our walls and stuff.
He's rude as hell, walking through walls.
Wow. Just use a door. Just use the door.
It is like grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up and use a door.
Grow up,
How about
show
that?
up, use the door.
Then throw up.
Then ghost throw up.
Then ghost throw up. How about that?
There you go.
Well, should I continue on down this path of...
This is fun.
It's fun, right?
This. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So this is about my sister who has had some funny feelings in the forms of seeing apparitions and hearing disembodied voices. When I was 2 years old, my sister was born, and on the night she was born, my mom was at the hospital, and I was at the house with my dad. He says he heard me get out of bed and go into the hallway. He came out and saw me at the top of the stairs, kneeling on my knees, with my feet not touching the floor, leaning forward over the stairs, balancing only on my knees, like I was reaching for something that wasn't there. He said I was leaning at such an angle that I should have fallen down the stairs, but I didn't. He said I must have been sleepwalking. It didn't seem like I knew where I was, and he shuffled me back into my bed. Yet, I've never sleptwalked since. I say all that because I do think my sister is the link to that particular event, but I don't know exactly what it means. Between the ages of 4 and 8, maybe, my sister had a few encounters that she couldn't explain. At one point, she was playing hide and seek at school with her friends, and she was behind this big rock when she claimed to have heard a voice, but no one was close to her. She claimed they said, "do." Another encounter was when she was on our swing set at home. She came running in screaming that she had saw someone in the yard. She said it looked like an older woman, and she was holding a muffin. We thought maybe it was a great-grandmother visiting her, who, when she was alive, would bake blueberry muffins every Sunday.
Nice.
This apparition said no. My sister can't remember the other time, but remembers a voice saying, "you," and she pieced together the sentence, "do you know?" When we were younger, we all thought she was a bit of a hypochondriac, and she was the middle sister, so she was often
not
dismissed and not believed. I don't think it was until I started converting our old camcorder tapes to digital that I started to believe her. There's a video my dad recorded when we were at the public playground. I was maybe 5 and she was 3. He's following me to the swings, and on the way captures my sister looking off camera, very frightened. He asks her if she's okay, and still looking off camera, she says, "That lady."
No.
Of course, my dad ignores her warning and keeps following me to the swing. As I'm watching the recording, I'm yelling out, "Turn the camera!" I would have loved for him to turn the direction she was looking, just to discover no one is there. Or worse. So, talking with my sister nowadays, she says after seeing the muffin lady in our backyard, quote, "I shut that shit down."
Good.
She didn't want to see anything anymore. It was too scary. We were both curious who visited her and what they were trying to say. So about a year ago, we decided to see a medium. I don't know that we got any solid answers from the medium. The medium said that there are a bunch of ancestors hanging out at my sister's house, waiting for her to open up and listen to them. Whoa. She keeps refusing to listen, though. I'm only slightly jealous because I think I would like to have an encounter, but maybe I'm too scared. The medium said she was a seer and I am a feeler. I just thought that was hormones. Go figure. My sister had a more recent experience at the house she lives in now, and I say recent, but it was about 8 or 9 years ago, where she was pushing her son in a stroller, and all of a sudden she blurted out, "I know, Nan," which is what we called my mom's mom. The thought she had reacted to didn't seem to be her own. She felt like our grandmother had told her that her son's sock had fallen off him. She was surprised when she blurted out a response, but didn't actually know that his sock had fallen off until she looked around and it was behind her on the ground.
Whoa.
She has said she felt judged by the spirits, but the medium has told her there's no judgment, only love. The medium also said that she sees my grandmother and her mother together at my sister's house, and my grandmother is showing her mom, this is how it's done. This is how you're supposed to be a mother. So that doesn't sound like judgment toward my sister, because she's obviously being a good example for spirits to reconcile their own shortcomings when they were alive.
This is what you should have been doing.
Yeah.
The medium said she saw an older gentleman puttering around my sister's lawn, watching out for the kids when they play outside. If anything, I just like that visual. My sister was a skeptic when we went to the medium, and I don't know if she actually changed her mind, but I think she got a little more peace of mind. At least we confirmed the ghosts in her house aren't judging her.
That's funny.
Thanks for listening. I love you guys. I may have some more stories.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Jessica, send them to us.
Wow. Being worried that the ghosts are judging you is very funny. Because you know some ghosts are judging.
Oh, that's like... I mean, that's why they're haunting, because they're like, I don't like the wall color you picked out in this house.
Don't do that. Wow.
Yeah. It's so funny, though, that her sister would have all these experiences and be like, I'm skeptical of this medium.
Well,
which is fair.
It's fair.
Maybe
it's fair.
So maybe not skeptical of mediums in general, but skeptical of... Do you see the shadows on my face? It's cats fighting right in front of my computer, by the way. They're literally having a cat fight. No. But not skeptical of the idea of mediumship, but maybe skeptical of this particular medium,
well, I think it's kind of sister being like, I do not want to open up. I do not want to deal with this. I didn't like it when I was a kid. I don't want to. I got kids now. Like, I understand. But I am a little like, you should see what's up.
How about that story at the top of the stairs?
Dude. Wild. Yeah, like there's a connection between you two or something.
I don't know. That sounds even freakier, though. Like, just... You know what I mean? Like, your sister was picking up on stuff around. You're doing some kind of, like, acrobatics.
Right. Weird.
That's so scary. If I saw a little kid doing that,
I'd shove him down the stairs.
You'd be like,
we got to end this. Whoop. Bye.
Now, do you ever worry that all the hypothetical murder you're committing on children?
What? Worry about what?
Nothing. There's nothing to worry about. It's hypothetical. Who cares?
Yeah, what are you talking about? What do you think I'm going to worry? That I'm going to do it? Marcy.
No, you would never kick a kid down a stair.
No way. Unless they were, like, possessed and trying to get me.
Because then you're not really kicking a kid.
No, I'm kicking the possessor down.
Right. And that's...
It'll be fine.
Fair. That in a court of law, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Hey, and everyone chill out. It's fine.
Everybody calm down. I'm not going to kick a kid down the stairs.
And she just likes talking about it. That's all.
Don't worry.
All right. I have some other ones. Okay, so this one is going to be it's first a voice note and then a video.
Ooh, okay, cool.
And then also there's
an email. We'll see.
An image.
An image.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So I'm gonna do hopefully this makes sense to do it in this order. The voice note first. Okay.
A couple stories before, but I wanted to share one that quite literally just happened less than 5 minutes ago with you. I don't know if I've shared in previous voice recordings, but the house that my husband and I currently live in belonged to my grandparents. They bought this house when my dad was in like 7th or 8th grade, so in the 80s. And then in 2021, my grandparents both passed away. And in November of 2021, my husband and I purchased the house from my dad, and we've been living here ever since. So I've felt a very strong connection to this house for a really long time. So what happened tonight was I'm sitting here on the couch after my kids went to sleep and just playing the Nintendo Switch. I have my iPad set up next to me with my kid's baby monitor on it. And I look over and there's this fluttering happening at the top left corner of the video. And I'm going to include the video that I took while I was sitting here. And so there's just this weird like fluttering, and there's nothing in front of my camera in the kids' room, and it was just incredibly weird. I ran upstairs, like I took the video, I ran upstairs to make sure that like there wasn't anything in front of the camera. I also snapped a picture of that, so I will include that as well. But there was definitely just something hanging out in my kids' room. I stood there for a couple of minutes, and I just looked around and said, if you are my grandma or my grandpa, I love you. Thank you so much. Please take care and watch over my babies. If you are not welcome here, and you need to leave. So yeah, that is that. I might go get some Florida water tomorrow or order some on Amazon. But yeah, that is my my scary story. Hopefully you didn't shit your pants, because I certainly did. Almost did, especially seeing that weird thing on the same screen as my sleeping babies. All right, don't shit your pants. Also, so sorry, I had to add, please excuse my husband at the end of my voice recording, just coming in the house from the outside world, burping up a storm. Do excuse, but I know if anybody would appreciate it, it would be Betsy and Marcy. Yeah. Love you. Love the pod.
But okay, I will show the video, but first I'll show the setup that we had. So this is the setup to just say that there's
nothing in front of the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not that you wouldn't believe, but I also, what is that? What is that next to it? Some salt and pepper?
Some salt and pepper, some lotion. Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
We're just peeking in your house now. Okay, so now I will play the video.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, wait, hold on. Here it comes. Oh, wait, will you play it again?
It went away. So I'll play it again. Yep.
What the fuck is
Do you see it?
Not yet. Oh, dang it.
Wait, you're not seeing...
It starts
It's just
right
a quick
at
video.
the end.
So here.
It pops up.
Okay, I'll... Okay. I'll put it on a loop for you.
Yeah, please do.
What is that?
Do you see that little flicker?
Whoa.
What the fuck is that?
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm looking around the room to make sure there's nothing else. I mean...
Yeah, what is that?
Oh,
wow.
Guys.
Maybe a grandparent, just watching out and hanging out.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. How wild. Because it didn't really look like a bug or anything, or, like...
I mean, I guess if it were like... The only possibility is like sometimes if there's like a spider web you don't really see, and like something in the web, that I've seen that on security cameras where people are like, what is this? And it's like, well, it might just be the light catching of a spider web. But I don't know.
Ooh.
A little gnat.
Well, but in the photo, there's nothing indicating a spider web or anything, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So. Wow. Fun.
Just a spooky little kids' room.
Spooky kids' room. I mean, baby monitors are just the perfect haunted house thing.
It's like cruising for
you're
with the
asking to
baby.
Like, see and hear spooky stuff. You're asking for it.
Have you ever heard like when in relation to people thinking their partners are cheating? It's like if you go looking for something, you're gonna find something.
Oh,
so
whether
it
is in fact that or not, or.
Well, just that, like, you know, there's always going to be some, or, you know, like, if it's your, I don't know, maybe it's like, if it's your instinct, then maybe there is something.
Yeah, your gut, dude.
But also maybe just your gut.
Your gut, dude.
Your gut.
Wow.
All right. I'm going to keep rolling with this.
Let's do another one.
All righty. Wait. There we go.
Okay, this happened sometime around 1999, 2000. I was working for a big pet store chain company in Dallas, Texas. And I just started working at this location, and we had to do an inventory. So we were all there overnight one night, and we ended up the store manager was there with her little girl, and we also had all of our other associates there. Well, all the other associates were scaring this little girl, saying, "Susie's going to get you," and they would jump around the corner and scare her. And so I was asking, I was like, "Who's Susie? Like, that's not your daughter's name. Who's Susie?" And the manager explained to me that Susie apparently was this little girl who was trapped in the store one night. She got locked into a closet while her mom was shopping. And this was not when it was a pet store, but it was another type of store at that time. And she tried to get out, and she was ringing this little bell to get out of this room, and a shelf fell on her and killed her. That's the story. I don't know if it's true or anything, but that's what I heard. And I was like, okay. I was like, did that really happen? And she's like, all I'm going to tell you is that I had a grown man working here one night, and he ran out of the store, and he never came back. I'm like, fair enough. I'm like, I have no problem with that. I believe you. So a couple of nights later, I was working, closing the store on my own, and I let everybody leave to go home, and I was working my freight that I didn't get an opportunity to work earlier in the day. So normally I check everything in and I put it on the shelf, but because I was there on my own and I could take my time, I would check something in, put it on the shelf, and just go back and forth. So I put at the time, small animal food. I had 6 bags on my arm, and I checked it all in. I go over to the shelf, and I'm putting it on there. And as I walk down the aisle from one end, I look at the other end of the aisle, and I see what appears to be a little girl running around the other end of the aisle. Wow. And so I said, hello. No response. I walked around the aisle, another aisle. I didn't see anybody. I kind of walked back and didn't think much of it. Put the food on the counter, on the shelves, and went back, did the next one. Happened again. Happened a third time. As I walk down to the aisle and turn onto the aisle, at the other end, I see going around the corner a little girl. And every time, it was a little gray pleated skirt.
Ooh.
With little black patent leather Mary Jane shoes, and the little lacy socks that you pull them up and then you pull them down so there's a little frill on them. And I could see that very clearly all 3 times. Didn't think much else of it after that, so I start putting more product on the shelf, and I keep hearing this little bell, and I think it's the music that's playing on the speaker, but it's not. It's something totally separate from that. And I heard that 3 times. Whoa. Now I'm still putting more freight up on the shelf, patting it down to make sure it all fits, and I'm about 6 inches away from the shelf, and I hear, Jason, which is my name, and I'm looking around just sort of out of the corner of my eye on both sides, like, I hope there's nobody there. So I heard that again. So now it's the 3rd time I've heard it, and I've decided that it's time to leave.
Yeah, get out of there, Jason.
I almost just ran out. I ended up cleaning up my mess,
that's nice.
Put everything away, set the alarm, and left. That was a Tuesday night. I came back on Thursday after my day off, and my boss asked me how it went. I said, I almost didn't come back. And she said, I told you. I was like, hey, I have no doubt. I completely believe you, 100%. So a week later or so, one of the guys comes from another store to do a reset for one of the aisles. And one of our other managers is going to work with him overnight to get this done. So the next day I come in after they finish it, and I asked the guy, Craig, I said, hey, Craig, how did it go? How did you and Darren get this stuff done? And he's like, yeah, it went really well. He's like, but Darren apparently doesn't like you. And I was like, yeah, I know. He likes some girl that I'm friends with, and she doesn't like him back, so he doesn't like me. He's like, yeah, and speaking of that, we were walking into the back in receiving. It was just us. There were no lights on. And as we turned to walk into the receiving area, a ball comes out of the back corner of receiving and hits him square in the forehead, right between the eyes. So we stood there for a minute trying to figure out what actually happened, and could never come up with anything, and finished up and then left. I was like, well, maybe Susie didn't like him talking bad about me, so she threw a ball at him. That's about all I can figure out, but pretty creepy.
Ooh. Awesome.
What's interesting about that particular listener story is their sister is a listener of the podcast, and they got their brother to send us a story.
Yes. Wow, what a great story.
I know. Also love that the little girl was like, yeah, you suck.
Yeah, exactly. Don't you talk shit about Jason. I'm going to toss a ball at you.
Yeah.
Wow. Susie.
Yeah.
That's such a, classic, I feel like the beginning of, anything, but an Are You Afraid of the Dark or something. Like, oh, yeah, a little girl got stuck in this store. And then for it to be like, I think that's what happened. She's around. She's saying my name. She's like, wow.
Yeah, she must have really liked Jason.
Yeah, that's so nice. It does sound, Jason, I don't know if you're listening, but if your sister's listening, sounds like you're a good worker.
Yeah.
To be I wanted to leave, but then I cleaned up. I locked all the doors. I did security. That's nice. You're a good, responsible worker. Congrats.
And that was in the 90s, so hopefully I don't care if you were good. Take money. I don't care. Damn the man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn the man.
But good on you, though, back then. Why were those people trying to scare a little girl? Why are we doing that? Why are we trying to traumatize children?
See, but I feel I would have been the kid being like, yeah, get me. Freak me out. I think that they probably read the vibe of this kid and they're like, this'll be fun.
That's fair enough. I would enjoy it too. You're absolutely right.
I would have been like, scare me more. Why are we even trying to do work? Everybody should just be scaring me.
Everyone shut up and scare
Everybody
me.
Shut up and scare me.
If there's a kid at work,
yeah.
Bring your kids,
you gotta
entertain them at least.
Yeah, exactly.
These were great. These were really
awesome.
good.
That was fun doing it all audio.
I
learned about the Rake. What?
I know.
Spooky. I like it.
A kind of old kind of old school
a
episode
little
for us
bit,
to have
huh?
that, right?
Learning some stuff. Like, yeah, I like it.
Again, guys, just, you know what the deal is. I want you to
Beautiful.
send your stories.
Beautiful.
To funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Woo!
Yeah. And like we said, if your brother's got a story or someone else, send those to us. They don't need to listen if they don't want to.
You can also just be like, I don't know, I might be paraphrasing. We don't care. Plagiarize them. We don't care.
Yeah, I'm not suing you.
No, we just want to hear fun, spooky stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
And we have. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, you all rule.
Goodbye.
Whee!